Hey guys, so this is going to be part 2 in my little budgeting series. I don't know how many parts there's going to be. Let me know if you have any questions. If you do, just leave them below and I will answer them, and I guess that would be like a part 3. But in the meantime, this is probably just going to be 2 parts. So this video is going to be about budgeting and specifically how I budget. Now I did a spreadsheet quite a few years ago, and I'll link that video below. It was a free download that I did, and basically it broke down different bills, and it was a cute little spreadsheet I did. I used it for a really long time. Lately my bills are so incredibly basic, and we're living so tight at the moment that it's not even really necessary. It's just right now I'm just paying what I pay, when it's due, and that's pretty much the end of that story. So right now my budgeting is a little bit funky, but as far as how I budget, I do prioritize things. Absolutely, of course, number one at the top is housing, our house and where we live. That is my number one. And yeah, so we live here, and that is my first bill. Now food, I find food to be very, very, very important. Actually, probably one of the most important things I spend money on. However, it's also the easiest to cut a little bit if you need to. However, I don't want to skimp on food because I truly, if you watch the first one, you know that I am a strong believer in good nutrition, saving you money in the long run. But there's just some months where something comes up, like you get a screw in the side of your tire. We're in a place where they can't just fix the tire and you end up having to buy a new tire. There's just things like that, and it's just an easy place to kind of skimp if you're really living tight. And as I've shared with you guys, I've given you probably more than I've ever imagined wanting to share with anybody, but I'm not getting child support, and without child support, my income, I just barely make it. So it's hard, and I cannot wait to have child support to again just be able to breathe a little bit and have a little bit of help with the kids. So anyways, that's aside the point. That's just me rambling. And so as far as budgeting goes, obviously I have cut back on all my bills as much as possible. I've called my insurance company and made sure that I'm eligible for all the discounts and the savings and things like that. Now I could switch insurance plans, but the company that I'm currently with, I have a 0 deductible if we were in an accident, because I've been with them for so long without an accident, knock on wood. So I don't want to actually change insurance companies, but I've worked with them, and I have this driver thing where it's it monitors and makes sure I'm a good driver basically, and stuff like that. So things that just save money, and the more money you can save with that kind of stuff, the better, because you have to pay it anyways. As far as electricity and things go, water bill right now is ridiculously high because we had a really crappy winter, and the power bill, however, is really low because we sweat buckets in our house because I don't have air conditioning. So those are always a swap, but those are things that you really can't do a whole lot about because you need them. So obviously, I budgeted those. I called and I got my cell phone plan as low as possible. We have a few channels on TV, but we mostly just do Netflix. And the reason we do have a few channels is because the internet was actually cheaper, and I need to have that for work. But it was cheaper to get the internet bundled with a few basic, really small channels. We actually don't ever even watch it. But then that way, yeah, so checking obviously with your, your cable company, your bills, things like that. So if you haven't done this stuff, do it, even if you don't need the money, because if it's just $20 a month, I mean, that's huge. That's huge. That adds up. So anyways, check with those. So I budget all those, and then I pay them, a little before they do, and I sit down to pay bills twice a month. And yeah, so as far as budgeting goes, I guess I get asked a lot how I do it, and that's pretty much it. Right now I am perfect. I can't breathe funny, or my account will be in the hole. It's just it's a bad situation to be in, but I'm working on changing it. And yeah, so specific questions, please leave them below. I will be more than happy to answer them. Right now, I don't really have any extra frivolous money, so I can't really share with you how I budget any of that. Hopefully soon I will, though. But yeah, I think that's it. It's so basic these days. But I will share that video also with the spreadsheet. Anyways, that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.